What's up, everybody, and happy Friday, happy weekend. I am now recording at the end of Friday night. I believe it's the 20th of March. It was a long day at work, had a lot to do. Work is picking up, or at least staying the same for now. Middle of the week, I had a bit less to do, but today I was pretty busy until about 6:30 in the afternoon, so didn't really hop on games at all until then. So, hopped on, did dailies with a couple of the guys in my group, and then started running keys, but one of the guys in the group didn't get on at all today. Our tank was not around, and so while we ran a bunch of keys and ran a few keys with my brother, who is much higher item level, and then we did our first 10 actually, myself and one of the other guys in the group. So we're on our way up. Doing a 10 is a big step. I think the good news is that it felt easy. So as far as progression and speed, I think we're going to be set to do 10s, 11s, and whatnot tomorrow. And that's good because that'll help us get practice on the affixes, but also start getting us much needed loot that we need to start doing 12s, 13s, 15s, whatever, so that we can start pushing our way up towards tournament realm level keys, which is going to be like the 17 to 19 range. So things are good. It's much more of a business as usual day. Got a bunch of packages today, so I went downstairs to the lobby, picked all those up. It was a beautiful day here in New York. It was about 70 degrees, so went for a walk outside and had a great time. It was nice to be outside, but there were a lot of people, so I started to get concerned that I was around so many people because the CDC says right now to stay 6 feet away from anyone, and there were definitely a lot of people around me who were totally disregarding that rule. So not trying to blow it out of proportion, but I am trying to follow the guidance that seems to be on the safer side of caution. So I'd rather be more cautious and seem a bit paranoid than kind of blow it off and potentially contribute to the spread of this crazy disease. So for those of you guys, I think I mentioned this the other night, who are music lovers, I would encourage you to check out their Facebook or Instagram pages, because a lot of my favorite DJs are doing live streams from their apartments. And so tonight and last night, this DJ, Gabriel in Dresden, I'm a big fan of this group. One of the guys has been broadcasting like a 3 to 5 hour live stream on Twitch for his fans. And you can basically be sitting in your apartment with a drink or without one and just basically be engaging in a set that's going live as if you were at a show and interacting with people in chat. That a lot of my friends are there, friends of mine from New York that I haven't seen since the pandemic started. So it's a great way to stay in touch with people and enjoy something you love while getting a bit of that connection. But yeah, WoW was good. Again, today was very much a business as usual, getting dailies done, doing as many keys as we could, passing gear to people, and damage is improving. I think that's the other benefit, is that since switching Smalls from a rogue to a hunter, he's having a much better time playing the game, and it shows because he's performing much better as well. So things are good, putting in the time. Gonna have to figure out what to do about a tank if our guy Teddy continues to be not as available. So we'll be happy to play with him when he's on, but if he's going to have other things going on in life, which is totally fine, we just need someone who can prioritize it the way we're prioritizing it. But that's it for now. Hopefully tomorrow will be a more exciting update as far as getting all 5 of us online and hitting some of those milestones as a team. And I can share kind of how this team came together a little bit. I guess I can share that now. So this team, I think the big thing in WoW is that if you're a WoW player and you're aspiring to be more serious, the first thing you need to do is find a guild that's doing higher level content. And so I think that you need to find a guild that's at least pushing heroic level content in a way that, and when you're gonna have to do a bit of trial and error. You're gonna do a group, join a guild. Some of the guys are going to be idiots, some of them are going to be bigots, some of them are going to not be that dedicated to the game, and so you're going to have issues performing in the raids. But if you find a heroic raiding guild that raids a few days a week and is pretty serious about it and does well, you can usually find some pretty talented players in that group, because it's usually around 15 to 25 people. That's the way I've always found my teammates. So I've never gone through something like Discord and applied or recruited directly. That could be something I did long term. The other big way is to just queue for keys alone. And when you run into really good players, ask them if they're willing to be added to your friends list, and then actually do the work of reaching out to them later and be like, hey, we're going to run some keys. Do you want to come with us? Through that kind of trial and error, as well as building a community, being part of a community, being part of a guild, You can usually find the talented players who are on the same level as you and who are interested in those types of people are usually hungry for challenges, and so they end up being good teammates. Even if you're just being, casual, pushing keys, and you have no interest in competing, that's the way that I've always found people. But happy to share more about that tomorrow. I'm going to get some rest, and I will be back on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.